The history of pasta is a fascinating journey that stretches across centuries, continents, and cultures. Pasta is now considered a quintessential part of Italian cuisine, but its roots trace back to many ancient civilizations. Let's dive into the history of pasta in a more detailed way. Ancient beginnings. Origins of pasta. While Italy is most commonly associated with pasta today, the origins of pasta are a bit more complex and spread across various ancient cultures. Early civilization influence. Ancient China. The idea of noodles or long strands of dough predates pasta in Italy. The Chinese were making noodles from wheat and rice around 2000 BCE, which were similar in shape and texture to modern pasta. Ancient Greece and Rome. The ancient Greeks and Romans had something resembling pasta, though it wasn't exactly the same as today's forms. They often made flatbread doughs or dumplings, which could be boiled or baked, and were sometimes paired with sauces or vegetables. The Greeks also made a dish called laganum, which involved layers of dough cut into strips, similar to lasagna. Middle Ages. The arrival of dried pasta. By the Middle Ages in Europe, pasta started to evolve into something closer to what we recognize today, especially in Italy. Arab influence in Sicily. During the Arab expansion in the 9th century, the Moors introduced new culinary practices to Sicily and other parts of southern Italy, including the drying of pasta. The Arabs had been making a kind of dried pasta, possibly resembling couscous, which was well suited to the warm Mediterranean climate and could be stored for long periods. The dried pasta concept spread to the rest of Italy from Sicily, providing a convenient and durable food for sailors and merchants. The dried dough could be stored, transported, and boiled when needed. Pasta in Italy's southern regions. In the 12th and 13th centuries, pasta made its way from southern Italy to the north. Early Italian pasta varieties were often simple shapes, such as sheets of pasta, like lasagna, strips, like fettuccine, or round dumplings, like gnocchi. The first documented mentions of pasta in Italy appear in the 13th century, with references to pasta being served with sauce in a written recipe from the region of Sicily. Renaissance and early modern Italy. Pasta as a culinary art. By the Renaissance, 15th to 16th centuries, pasta had become a staple in Italy, with regional variations developing rapidly. Tomatoes and sauce. The introduction of tomatoes to Europe from the Americas in the 16th century profoundly changed Italian cuisine, including pasta dishes. Although tomatoes were initially viewed with suspicion, they gradually became an essential part of pasta sauces. By the 17th century, tomato-based pasta sauces started to appear, especially in southern Italy. 18th century. Pasta's expansion in Italy. By the 18th century, pasta was a widespread food in Italy, with different regions developing their own signature shapes and types of pasta. Naples and pasta. In Naples, the first pizzerias and eateries that served pasta in the modern sense were established, and pasta with tomato sauce became a hallmark of Neapolitan cuisine. The invention of pasta machines. In the late 1700s, there were advances in pasta-making technology, particularly with the introduction of pasta-making machines. This innovation, credited to Caterina de' Medici or Francesco de' Medici, allowed for faster production of pasta in mass quantities. This was key in making pasta an affordable and widely available dish for all classes. 19th century. Pasta becomes a national dish. The 19th century was crucial in transforming pasta into the national dish of Italy. Italian unification. With the unification of Italy in the 19th century, pasta became a symbol of Italian identity. The Industrial Revolution led to an increase in pasta production, and dried pasta became a more common part of Italian households. Pasta shapes. As pasta spread across the country, regional differences in pasta shapes and ingredients developed. Different regions were known for their distinct pasta shapes, such as cavatelli in the south, tortellini in the north, and pappardelle in Tuscany. The birth of pasta sauces. As pasta varieties increased, so did the variety of sauces that paired with them. The classic ragu alla bolognese, a meat-based sauce, began to take shape in Bologna, and pesto emerged from Liguria. 20th century. The global spread of pasta. With the waves of Italian immigration, particularly to the United States in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, pasta spread internationally and became one of the world's most recognized foods. Mass production of pasta. In the 1900s, pasta factories began producing dried pasta on a large scale, making it even more affordable and accessible worldwide. Famous Italian brands like Barilla and Secco emerged, exporting pasta to global markets. Pasta in America. Italian immigrants brought their passion for pasta to the United States, and the dish became a staple in American households, especially after World War II, when Italians' food culture gained more widespread popularity. Modern day, pasta's status worldwide. Today, pasta is not only a cherished part of Italian culture, but also a global culinary icon. There are over 600 types of pasta in Italy, from the familiar spaghetti and penne to lesser-known regional shapes like trophy and orecchiette. Pasta in the global market. Pasta has become a popular food worldwide, enjoyed in countless variations. It's versatile, nutritious, and can be adapted to a variety of dietary needs, from gluten-free to plant-based options. Regional identity. Even in the modern era, pasta remains deeply tied to Italy's regions, with many areas still holding on to traditional pasta-making methods and local pasta dishes.